outside too. Like, let's stop pretending like you is the last of the Mohicans. You are not. You know what I'm saying? It's just not like, oh, I'm addicted to the white meat. Like, it was fine for what I had, but okay. It ain't giving that. And the truth is, I put too much on it because we were married, and I take my vows serious, and I thought that you did too. And so the truth is, I was waiting for you to come around like a wife, because all I know how to be is a wife. I was married to Vince, and that didn't work out. And I got with D, and we were getting married, and I got with you, and we got married, and I married you after you ate somebody, whole booty. So let's not talk about WAP and what happened before then, okay? Don't make it seem like I'm a bad person. Don't make it seem like I didn't put up with a lot. Don't make it seem like, oh, I've been so gracious to her, and, I have been giving grace, and she's a da-da-ba-da-ba-da-ta-da-wah-wah. No, baby. Don't do that. We have given grace to each other.
We have so many homes, y'all. Like, we just have so much real estate, like. Imagine that, being homeless and having homes. He actually just bought me a new one. So I said it to say about my Bentley, I said it to say because I'm in my baby's truck, which I love, which I'm sure he's tired of me driving. He has his own Bentley. He doesn't have to mess up mine. He has a Cullinan too, so I don't even know what that person. That's what I'm saying. Y'all listening to the wrong people. We got like 10 cars. Relax.
Tamar Braxton's troubled love life. Fans and sisters sound the alarm. Tamar Braxton's relationship woes are making headlines again, and neither fans nor her sisters seem thrilled about her latest romance. Just months after publicly expressing regret over her disastrous marriage to JR, Tamar appears to have entered another questionable relationship. Critics and loved ones alike are raising concerns about the glaring red flags she seems to be ignoring. Previously, Tamar admitted to feeling ashamed of her marriage to JR, a relationship marred by public embarrassment and betrayal. JR reportedly squandered her money on a 25-year-old Instagram model, leading to a toxic dynamic that worried even her sisters about Tamar's mental health. Despite pouring time, energy, and finances into saving the relationship, Tamar was ultimately dumped, leaving her emotionally drained. Now, many believe Tamar hasn't learned from her past mistakes. Her sisters, while not always close to her, are genuinely concerned about her well-being, particularly given her history of unhealthy relationships. Tamar's track record with men has been tumultuous, to say the least, and she's often portrayed as a dramatic, emotionally unstable woman who tries to buy love and affection. One of Tamar's most infamous relationships was with her ex, David Adefeso, which ended in chaos and controversy. During their 2-year relationship, Tamar faced a dark period, even attempting self-harm. She later accused David of being abusive, though he vehemently denied these allegations. David fired back with a restraining order, claiming Tamar had physically attacked him while he was driving. He also implied that Tamar was struggling with her mental health, releasing a statement that read, "After a 2-year relationship with Tamar, I want her to have mental and emotional stability. This is essential for her well-being, self-fulfillment, and the foundation of a healthy, trusting relationship. It takes commitment from both partners to achieve this goal." David further claimed he invested significant time and money in helping Tamar grow, adding, "I still care for her deeply and hope she achieves emotional stability, but it must be without me." Words and actions matter, and Tamar has been not only unacceptable, but also damaging to herself and others, particularly me and my reputation. After her tumultuous breakup with David, Tamar found herself in yet another toxic relationship, this time with JR. He seemed to exploit Tamar's deep desire to prove she could finally make a relationship work after 2 failed marriages and several publicized breakups. While Tamar was desperate to show the world she had turned her love life around, JR reportedly took advantage of her vulnerabilities. Tamar's behavior in relationships hasn't always garnered sympathy. Known for being loud and polarizing, she's often the subject of public scrutiny. For instance, she spent years mocking Tamara Mai Housley for marrying a white man, only to end up dating and marrying a white man herself, which sparked its own share of controversy. Her engagement to JR in March 2023 initially gave fans hope, but by October, the two had separated. Surprisingly, they announced they were back together by December. However, this reconciliation marked the beginning of even more emotional turmoil for Tamar, as JR's behavior reportedly chipped away at her self-esteem. Fans and Tamar's sisters are left hoping that she'll finally prioritize her mental health and break free from this cycle of unhealthy relationships. But for now, it seems the drama surrounding Tamar's love life is far from over.
Everybody tell you more than once that they don't want you. I don't know why Tamar has let it get to this point. Usually narcissists are going to try to change the narrative before anybody else. They are going to want to call somebody and tell them what happened before anybody else gets to, because they want to keep themselves in a specific light. And yes, I don't want to give Tamar too much, because I do feel like Colonel Sanders is manipulative as hell and he's gaslighting us. And I understand what that feels like. So I don't want to give too much. And I also don't like how he tried to weaponize her mental health as a reason why he's slinging his dick up and down the South. Like, let's be real. Like, first of all, them being married, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know why she married him, and that's none of our business. At the end of the day, that's the decision that they chose to make as adults. But the gaslighting is crazy.
JR moved on with none other than Tommy Lee, sparking major drama. When Tamar tried to call out Tommy, things backfired spectacularly. Tommy clapped back, revealing that JR had been intimately involved with her multiple times, leaving Tamar embarrassed and scrambling to save face after the unexpected bombshell.
All I said was, he had a nice suit. And from there, he was thirsty. He wanted to fly me out. What's wrong with me going to a game? What is wrong with the situation is that is your man, as you call it. That is your man. He knew it was a situation with me and you. And he was down. He was down to play op games. I wouldn't take nothing like that serious, my love. That ate my ass. And I sent him on his...
Lee stirred the pot by sharing videos of herself with JR at a basketball game, clearly flaunting their connection. JR's public display was seen as a deliberate attempt to taunt Tamar, yet she married him anyway, only to divorce after just 61 days, beating even Kim Kardashian's short-lived marriage. Tamar kept the split secret until JR's antics with another 25-year-old came to light. When Tamar called him out, JR revealed they had already been separated for some time, claiming he owed her nothing, reigniting the public drama.
Single for the last 6 months. We have been trying to identify what that looks like, closing one chapter and figuring out what it's like to be friends again. I've been very specific about my boundaries. I've been very specific about where we stand as friends. Go date anybody you want. I'm gonna date when I'm ready. I am emotionally unavailable to you, and I'm physically unavailable to you. Now, birthday comes up, plans are put in place. Of course, I want someone that I consider to be family to be involved in that, because if anybody knows her, she is big on birthdays. I don't lead people on. I'm very direct. Listen, if anything that you're doing or that you want to do comes with an agenda, I don't want to be involved in it at all. I don't want you to be involved in my birthday plans. I don't want you to come to Turks and Caicos. This is not a reconciliation time. Whatever you decide you're doing is because...
JR released a statement claiming he ended things with Tamar to bring positive energy back into his life. Yikes. Tamar, not wanting to appear unhinged, quickly came forward to defend herself, attempting to reshape the narrative and avoid further damage to her already fragile reputation.
Hey everybody, I know I said that I will not be speaking out anymore, but people be waiting for you to speak out so they can figure out what the hell they're going to say and how they're going to look, because everybody knows that that's what that person cares about. And I just want to be very clear on, nobody stopped the relationship with me. I stopped the relationship with them. I blocked that person. I blocked that person on social media. And I only called that person to find out about my credit card being used. Now, everybody knows that let's not play stupid, okay? I don't go to bookings.com. I don't even really kind of know, you know, what that is or what's that about, right? I use my physical card, If I do reservations, it's through, I have a touring company, so we have our own travel agency. And so I'll go through that, or I'll go through my American Express, right? Where I physically use my card. So we're not going to pretend that, oh yeah. Yeah, so I'm not going to pretend like, oh yeah, they got our credit cards mixed up, because I thought you were single 6 months ago. We weren't. So which one we doing? You know what I'm saying? I mean, just here's the thing for me about guys. When things come out about men, they always say, oh, the woman is delusional. Oh, we wasn't together. Oh, I wasn't leading nobody on. And, oh, they did the things on their own. Come on. How many times have we heard that story? And so I don't even know why we're trying to perpetuate that storyline today.
Many believe JR entered Tamar's life seeking fame, only to leave once he got it, heading straight back to the streets. Meanwhile, Tamar appeared desperate, bending over backward to please a man who seemed uninterested and unbothered, leaving her looking foolish in the eyes of the public.
Get my man back, y'all. And I know y'all lying. If y'all thought I was gonna let my man go because he took some crackhead to a basketball game, while we was broke up. No, man. That was not my man. He don't owe me no loyalty when we broke up. I could have went out with his homeboy. What's up? It's all fair game when you broke up. Don't get it up. It's a good man, Savannah.
Tamar has repeatedly opened her heart, only to have men reject her and walk away. Her sisters worry that history may repeat itself with her new man, fearing that Tamar's pattern of heartbreak and disappointment shows no signs of changing anytime soon.
Well, Tamar, you just, you had me thinking I was crazy too. I see, you know what, it felt like a surviving Tamar moment. They always talk about how, women is being mentally abused and physically abused. Men get mentally and physically abused too, because she just socked me in my jaw before. You feel me? And I'm sure Jeremy got before and got their head cracked. Okay? And them gas station pills, huh? Yeah. You gotta do something to stay afloat, huh? Yeah, I already know. But I ain't even gonna talk about the part where she called my federal PO when I was on federal probation. I wasn't even home 18 months. I'm on papers. They called my PO. She didn't thought I just stole $1 million worth of jewelry. I ain't even take her jewelry. I flew out from Atlanta one morning. Vince flew in the same morning. Vince didn't got jewelry. She thinking.
Tamar Braxton's love life sparks concern as she moves on with a mystery man. Tamar Braxton has never struggled to find love or get a man to propose, but keeping a relationship long-term? That's been a different story entirely. While all the Braxton sisters have faced challenges in their love lives, many believe Tamar has had the toughest time. Now, Tamar is reportedly dating a new man, one she describes as rich, and she's making an effort to keep this relationship private. However, her sisters and fans are worried that Tamar hasn't done the inner work to heal from past traumas or break her cycle of unhealthy relationships. Even in her previous engagement to JR, Tamar admitted to feeling unsafe and unprotected, such as when her car was robbed in September 2023. Fans questioned what kind of partner JR was if she felt so vulnerable. Despite this, Tamar appears to be following a familiar pattern, bending over backward to please her new man, just as she's done in past relationships, while ignoring the red flags. Tamar insists she doesn't need to buy a man's affection, but her actions have often suggested otherwise. Time and again, she seems desperate to be loved, which leaves her dealing with unnecessary chaos and heartbreak. Many fear this new relationship will end the same way, with both Tamar and her partner airing their dirty laundry online and dragging fans into the drama. Her sisters are understandably concerned, urging Tamar to slow down and prioritize her healing. Fans seem to agree, leaving comments like, "Tamar is deeply troubled. I don't know what trauma she's dealing with, but I hope she figures it out soon. Tamar, please, for the love of God, delete social media and focus on true healing from within. Tamar should just stay single, heal, and enjoy herself. She's often extra, draining, and negative. Nobody wants all that, LOL. While Tamar claims to be happy with her new boyfriend, many believe her rush to move on could lead to more heartbreak. Without addressing the root causes of her struggles, there's a real fear she'll continue repeating the same mistakes. What do you think? Should Tamar take a step back from relationships to focus on herself, or should she live her life and enjoy her new romance? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.